can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need.
Hey guys, it's Tuesday, March 31st, 2020, and I have to give a shout out to my little LJ because it's his birthday. He's 5, guys. Can you believe it? It's been a long year, and I'm pretty sure we're all ready for something better to happen. So what more better than a birthday? Shout out to little Levi. So today, without further ado, we have the word of the day. Today's word of the day is stroll. And this time, I know you guys missed my drawings. I know you did. I'm such the artist. For real, guys, I really have missed drawing for you guys. I know I'm awful at it, but it brings me joy to do it for you. So, what do you think stroll means? Let's check in with the Wordleys. Mr. and Mrs. Wordley stroll down the street every night. They walk together, happily watching the sky turn colors and listening to the sounds of the evening. When you stroll, you move along slowly and happily. Now, in the comments below, I want you to tell me where is a place that you might stroll. Bonus, if you can send me a video on Remind or my phone number, because your parents have it, of you strolling today. So I will try to post that online if you send that to me. I will keep you updated. I should have an update tonight for our meeting tonight. Remember, our window is from 5 to 7 tonight on Meet. I'll send out a remind message to let you know that we're going to hop on, and I will see you tonight. Chapter 7, The Sorcerer's Gift. The sorcerer didn't speak. He stared through the eye holes of the owl mask. "Help us, please," said Annie. The sorcerer threw a rope into the pit. Jack grabbed it. "He wants to pull us up," said Annie. Jack looked up. The sorcerer was gone. "Where did he go?" Jack said. "Tug on the rope," said Annie. Jack tugged. The rope tightened. It began rising. "I'll go first," Annie said cheerfully. "Annie, this isn't a game," warned Jack. "Don't worry, I'll be careful." Jack gave her the rope. "Okay, but hold on tight," he said. Annie held the rope with both hands. She pushed her feet against the side of the pit. She rose into the air with the rope. She kept pressing against the side of the pit until she reached the top. Jack saw the sorcerer reappear and help Annie up. Then they moved out of sight. Jack was puzzled. The sorcerer had used both hands to help Annie. So who held the other end of the rope? "Wow!" came Annie's voice. "What's going on?" Jack wondered. The sorcerer came back and threw the rope down again. Jack grabbed it, and the rope started to rise. Jack held on tight. He started up. His hands burned. His arms felt as if they were being pulled out of their sockets. But he kept his hold on the rope as his feet against the side of the pit. At the top, the sorcerer pulled Jack onto the snowy ground. "Thanks," said Jack, standing. The sorcerer was tall. He wore a long fur robe. Jack could see his eyes through the owl mask. "Hey!" Annie called. Jack turned. Annie was sitting on a woolly mammoth. Squeak! Peanut was sitting on the mammoth's head. The mammoth looked like a giant elephant with shaggy reddish hair and long curved tusks. The other end of the rope was around the mammoth's huge neck. "Lulu pulled us up," said Annie. "Lulu," said Jack. "Don't you think she looks like a Lulu?" said Annie. "Oh, brother," said Jack. He walked up to the mammoth. "Hey, mammoth starts with M," said Annie. "Maybe Lulu's the special thing." "I don't think so," said Jack. The great creature knelt down just like a circus elephant. "Whoa," said Annie. She clutched the mammoth's ears to keep from falling off. The sorcerer helped Jack climb onto the mammoth. "Thanks," said Jack. The sorcerer reached into a pouch. He pulled out a smooth white bone and handed it to Jack. The bone was hollow. It had 4 holes along the side and 2 on the other. "Oh, man, I think it's a flute," said Jack. "The book said that they make flutes from mammoth bones." Jack tried to give the flute back to the sorcerer. "Nice," he said politely. But the sorcerer held up his hand. He wants you to keep the mammoth bone, said Annie. Mammoth bone, whispered Jack. Hey, maybe this is the third thing. Jack looked at the sorcerer. Do you know Morgan? He asked. The sorcerer did not answer, but his eyes sparkled with kindness. He turned away from Jack and untied the mammoth's rope. Then he whispered in the ear of the giant woolly creature. When the mammoth stood up, Jack gripped Annie's coat to keep from falling off. He felt miles above the ground. He nestled behind Annie in the dip between the mammoth's head and the huge curved back. The mammoth took slow, plodding steps across the snow, then picked up speed. Where are we going? Said Jack as they bumped up and down. To the treehouse, said Annie. How does she know where it is? She just knows, said Annie. Jack looked back. The sorcerer was standing in the snow, watching them. But at that moment the clouds parted and the sun came out. Jack was blinded by the sunlight on the snow. He squinted to see, but the sorcerer had vanished. Check in tomorrow for Chapter 8.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.